motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second on approving the meeting agenda with the amendment as read. All in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right. Next item up is reports and presentations. The first item is board member comments. Are there any comments from the board members? I'll start out and just welcome everyone here tonight. We started January with 3 board members joining for our first regular meeting, elected in November by the people of Danville. And so the faces up here have changed slightly, and I just want to go down the line and welcome everybody. One of our new board members, who's actually a returning board member, is Steve Becker, who's seated at the left. Steve and his wife Mimi have 3 children who are graduates of the Danville schools, and we welcome Steve to the board. Next to Steve is Paige Matthews. Paige is the only board member now who is a graduate of the Danville schools. She and her husband Michael have 2 daughters, one at Jenny Rogers and one at Danville High School. We welcome Paige to the board. In a meeting that we had a couple of weeks ago, we elected board officers. Kate Graves, to my left, was elected vice chair of the board. Kate and her husband Matt have 4 kids, spread among Bate Middle School and Danville High School. And Kate's been on the board for 2 years. And to my far right is Susan Mattingly, who was elected in November. And she and her husband Brad have 2 children, one at Culver and one here at Bate. And we welcome Susan to the board. And my name is Lonnie Hart, and I was elected chair a few days ago to the board, and I've been on the board for 6 years now, and have my wife and I have a son who is a graduate of Danville High School and a daughter who is here at Bate. So all of us are excited to be on the board, to get to serve the community this way, and we thank you for being here tonight and for all the work that you do in our schools or for our schools or supporting our schools. And so we'll move on now to the superintendent's report.
Thank you. No better way to have your first board meeting but in Board Member Appreciation Month. So from the city, I would like to read the proclamation that we'll have for all board members. Based on the city of Danville, whereas the greatest resource of this or any community is its people. From that resource comes an element vital to the community's future, the success of its children. And whereas that success depends largely on those children being able to amass knowledge and skills that will aid in their individual development and advancement in life. And whereas the Danville Public Schools are an integral element in our children's development through excellence in the classroom instruction and life lessons about citizenship and involvement. And whereas key players in a well-operated, effective public school system are the community representatives who are elected to the Board of Education. And whereas Susan Mattingly, Paige Matthews, Steve Becker, Lonnie Hart, and Kate Graves have proven themselves as dedicated advocates for a safe learning environment for their students and professional growth for their faculty and staff. January 2015 marks Kentucky's participation in a multi-state observation of the continuing contributions by these outstanding local leaders and their peers elsewhere. Therefore, the City of Danville Board of Commissioners, Mayor Mike Harris, do hereby declare the month January 2015 as School Board Recognition Month in this community, and to urge all of its citizens to honor the Danville School Board members for their devotion to the shared goal of a better life for our children and our future leaders. So thank you guys for being part of our Board of Ed. There are lots of other highlights. Clearly, January needs to be a 45-day month to fit in everything that is necessary for schools to function. Let me roll through a whole bunch of highlights that show the reason for the size of our audience here and the reason why there will be even more. First, from a procedural matter, our elementary redesign focus groups, which is all about the alignment of K-5 and pre-K-5 in Danville, begins tomorrow. There were letters sent home and letters mailed to all houses as well as calls made. The community meeting, parental and community chance for input, is tomorrow night from 6:30 to 8 p.m. at Danville High School. Any group that is not yet scheduled or missed or is interrupted, those conversations will occur on the planning day, the 16th of February. And for anyone that's unable to make either of those or participates and still thinks of more things that we think we need to consider, an online forum will go live tomorrow as well that can be reached through our district website. It is a bulletin board on all sorts of topics related to that transition. And in it, you will see everyone's participation, ideas, and so forth to make it a very public and transparent process. So there. Next, in this past few weeks, we have successfully co-hosted with the University of Kentucky a statewide conversation on personalized learning with Gene Rolway from the Center for Innovation and Education and Ryan Crum of Washington, Wisconsin, Assistant Superintendent. And that meeting was followed by an intimate conversation with representation from the ACT, regarding performance-based assessments and standardized measures. The highlight of the event, though, of course, was our middle school students who presented the PRO project, which was facilitated by Beth Marlowe, and projects from our middle school engineering program, which was led by Caleb Webber. By the next meeting we will have the district will participate in the New York Performance Standards Consortium and the Next Generation Leadership Academy at the University of Kentucky. Many more highlights. We have updated all of our emergency kits in all of our schools. This is just a good reminder for all of our staff to make sure that in the event of anything from a bruised knee to other crises, that our staff are prepared and we know the materials and things are readily accessible should there ever be an issue that would draw on them. Meanwhile, both of our boys and girls basketball teams qualified to compete in the Touchstone Energy All-A tournament. The girls' first round matchup is versus Covington Holy Cross. That's Wednesday morning at 11:30. The boys play Thursday night versus undefeated Williamsburg High School at 9:30 p.m. We expect their academic performance the next morning to be stellar. Meanwhile, the Tolliver academic team placed first in both January Superintendent Cup competitions. The team from Hawksett Elementary finished second in their first competition. Bate Middle School was the district Governor's Cup champion. Middle school and high school teams competed in the Owen County Extra Lots tournament. Baseball coach Paul Morris was inducted into the Kentucky Baseball Hall of Fame on the 17th of January. Our high school academic team won its 11th straight quick recall title. The high school ads forensics team competed in Atlanta over the weekend. 4 of the admirals advanced into the award rounds and earned Silver Key Awards. Meanwhile, Bate Middle School inducted 8 new members into the National Junior Honor Society. As you see, it was a great moment to be an admiral in Danville. Thanks.
Thank you. We'll move on next to the Pathways coach report. And I guess that'll happen behind me. Maybe. We ready?
We are ready.
Okay, all right.
I'll give you all a preview.
Please speak up.
I'll give you all a preview, basically. We have a Prezi set up, but technology is not cooperating with us. The Pathway program at Danville, within the Danville School, it's been designed to assist us in closing our gap, making sure that we provide students with opportunities that, in most cases, they would not have that opportunity. In your packets that you have there in front of you, I would start with the Danville Admirals College and Career Fair. I also have statistics in your packets just to share with you the number of students that have been involved, and also the students as well that have been very much involved with the program. We have a number of programs involved with Pathways, not only just going into the workplace and meeting with professionals, but making sure that our students have that opportunity to gain worthy experience through our internship program. That is a part of the Big Picture program that we started about 2 years ago. So that has been going very well. I want to direct your attention to the second page of the packet to let you know that we have been extremely focused on getting students involved with our community college. Here in Danville, we have BCTC, and our numbers have gone up dramatically within the past 2 years. We started 3 years ago with just moving 5 students, and in 1 year, that number moved to 23. Last year, the number that you see in your packet is 39, and we expect that number to go up. On the very next page, we also have information that leads us into what we call our C-Week program, which is college and career readiness is a part of that, but it's a community work experience program to make sure that our students have on-hand experience with members of the community. Now, I want you to everyone to realize that this C-Week program was started last year, and we have a number of students involved with that, and at some point, we'll make sure you have that information. Also in your packet, you will see a letter from a community member and a business who have been very instrumental in hiring our students. On the very next sheet, you will also see members of our community that are partners with our program. Just to name a few: Carol's Bridal, Molly Flowers, the Danville County Attorney's Office, the Farmers Bank, Chase Bank, Danville Water Treatment Plant, the Police Department, the Sheriff Department. All of our students have an opportunity to engage with what we call pathway opportunities for internships. So that has been going very well as well. You will all see the number of students that we have listed in this packet. Now, one thing that we wanted to do that was really unique, we wanted to track our students when they left campus. So we use technology with that. What better way to be innovative than to use the technology that you have right at your fingertips? So we use a private page within Facebook to track our students. When our students leave our campus for an internship program, once they get to the location, they set their technology in regards to where they are, and they post that, and it will automatically come right back to me. I have added members of the school staff to this private Facebook page, so we will be alerted when the students arrive and when they leave. We are responsible for our students when they leave the campus, and this better enables me to follow up with them and to make sure that they are where they're supposed to be at all times. And it has worked extremely well. I am able to follow up with the students if I make a surprise visit at any time. So it has worked. And you need something like that to make sure you keep young people engaged and busy. You will see some statistics here, and anyone at this board meeting is welcome at any time to come by and take a look at what we have put together. Multicultural participation is very important to me. As a matter of fact, we have several of our students, Latino students, that are present tonight that just wanted to come along and more or less share their support in letting this board know that we need more funding and more availability of opportunities, not only for our African American students, but our Latino students as well. Our numbers for Latinos are moving up dramatically each and every year. And there is no doubt in my mind, if we continue to drive and stimulate our Latino community towards higher goals, our numbers will increase. And I think that's one of the things that's very important when it comes to multicultural participation. If you look on your sheet, you will see numbers 7 for Latino students, and the first one you see there is for Bate Middle School, and you will see 64 for African American students and 32. Those are the number of students that participate in our activities in which we go out to various universities. This past year alone, we've had over 300 students from both schools to visit the University of Kentucky, Kentucky State University, Eastern Kentucky University, University of Louisville, and others. And I think our highest number was the first trip. We had 104 students to go to Kentucky State University. We're trying to broaden the horizon, and I think that's what innovation is all about, making sure that students have a hands-on experience to see and not just always hear. And that's one of the major facts when it comes to our internship program. The teachers can give them all the theory in the world, but there is nothing greater than for a student who has a general interest in a particular area than to go out to Bob Allen in the motor mall area where they deal with mechanics, to actually touch an engine or see exactly what it feels like to be with a veterinarian or to be with a dentist, or to be in the room with psychologists. And everything is confidential. Our students sign off on this, and most of the information that I receive back from them, they enjoy it. And I implore any of you to come by and visit with our students to see firsthand how they enjoy the programs that we have been implementing on a day-to-day basis. It's not just during the school week. We stay busy on the weekends as well. There are many programs that formulate and that we have to investigate that carry our students into Saturday and even Sunday. We have a student that is the chief of the cadet program for the Bull County Sheriff's Department. Next week, she will be traveling to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, which has been approved already, to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, to more or less share her knowledge and interest in law enforcement with about 5,000 other students. And this is what we want to do. We want to stimulate our kids and keep them going. So there's a lot of different things that we want to share. The next page, very quickly, is our Danville High School. The Latino student population involved with programs, 22. This past year, we took 46 students to the Latino Multicultural Fair in Lexington. And we also invited students from Bull County High School, and they enjoyed it tremendously. 75 of our African American students were involved in activities this past year, along with 124 of our white students. So as our superintendent says, all means all when it comes to making sure that all students have the opportunity to engage. Most of our trips and events are free and at no cost to the student. As a matter of fact, within our program itself, and I'm very proud of this, there's zero budget. We operate on just the mere fact of being able to connect with resources in the community and my ability to let people know this is what we need to do. And I get a lot of support in that area. The very next sheet you will see, Fall 2014 Internship and Community Workforce Programs or Development. We've had 3 Latino students directly involved with going out into the community, 10 African American students that are consistently working with the program, and 18. That is only for the fall. We're expecting that to pick up this spring. I'm going to talk about the career fair, and this should be the last thing. Our career fair, we started in 2012 with 400 students at the Danville High School, but we wanted to figure out a way to get more students involved with career opportunities. I have in this packet the very first 2 sheets that you saw were the number of people that partnered with us, with the Danville schools, to come to our programs and set up in the gym for the college and career fair. In 2012, 400. In 2013, 800. In 2014, however, we went back and reevaluated our program in 2013 and said, what can we do to make sure that we bring individuals to one area and make sure that all students have an opportunity? And we said, hey, let's have a regional college career fair. We invited Mercer County, we invited Bull County, DCA, and the other schools that are close by. Lincoln County was invited. I also have letters from the students, which I've already shared with our superintendent. Each student that comes to our career fair, they're requested to do a reflection of the career fair. And we have a nice list of reflections that we have compiled, and you're welcome to take a look at that. Some of them are extremely positive. Some of them gives us thought to go back and rework some of the things to make a stronger career fair for our students. But the bottom line is, in 2014, 860 students. And the key is not just inviting our students of present, but we have been very instrumental at reaching back to many of our students that have graduated and giving them an opportunity to chime in to job resources or pointing them in a direction where opportunities are available. So we're very proud of the work that we've been doing. There is still a lot of work to be done. Of course, the more money you have, the more you can do. But still with the point of recalling what I said earlier, with a very limited budget, we have been able to do a lot. And we're thankful to the leadership of Danville High School and also Bate Middle School for allowing their students to be a part of this program. And I think if we continue to merge our students together with what we're doing, we will see a closing of the gap, because all of this is about motivating our students to be prepared for the next level. Instead of taking a guess about what they want to do, we want to instill in their minds right now what their focus may be, whatever area within our society they can accomplish with our guidance. That's it.
Thank you so much.
Sorry about the Prezi. I was really looking forward to. You all will be able to see it at some point. I'll probably put it in a different form or format and make sure you all have a copy of it, because we have some really great pictures of all the activities and events. And if you would like to see exactly what we're doing, everything is always posted on the Danville High School Facebook page. It's a great chronicle of all of our activities. And as a matter of fact, there is no doubt in my mind, our Facebook page is probably the busiest Facebook page in the district. Over a given time, within a week, we have over 1,000 views. Last week, it was over 2,000. So it is busy. That's it. Any questions?
Any questions from anybody?
Coach, I want to ask, the students that are visiting the colleges and the places for career readiness, are you going to track these guys as far as 4 students decide to go to University of Louisville because of your visit, or 10 students go to K-State because of your visit? Or is there any intention on maybe being able to track that?
We've already started that. Good question. We've already started that. As a matter of fact, one of our students last year decided she had a full scholarship to SCAD. And we assisted her and the family in making sure that everything was set up, from housing to financial aid. Over the Christmas recess, she decided she wanted to transfer. So everything was set up to make sure that she had an opportunity to attend a university that was closer. She's at the University of Tennessee. Her mom just called me last week and said we're having some difficulties. We were able to make sure that we contacted them as early as today to diffuse a lot of the issues that our students go through. So yes, we are tracking our students, at least from the standpoint of the ones that I come in contact with. And that's the major key, getting to know these students. And I think that's what a pathway coach has to do. Get to know intimately these students, what they want to do, what they want to be, and where they want to go to school, and direct them to the program that matches their skills without wasting time. So we are doing that. And the students at Kentucky State as well. And that's building a relationship with the universities that we send our students is very important. I was able to get this information that you see from BCTC. I requested it last week, and they got it to me today. And that's the type of relationship that we want to have, to be able to get the information that we need at the spur of the moment, to let people know that we're not just talking, we're doing it.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you.
Anybody else? Coach, I mean, your enthusiasm for this program is just tremendous and amazing, and the opportunities that exist for students to really know what's out there in terms of college, what's really out there in terms of resources and opportunities in the community is such an exciting thing to see increasing in our schools, and know that kids who come to Danville High School have the opportunity I just thank you so much for everything you put into it, and it's obvious you put a lot into it.
We do have some students here, and I want the students from Boyle County to stand up first. Student, Boyle County? Yeah. And the Danville High School students? They simply wanted to come, and I want to mention one right now, Mr. Joseph Alcon. I have been urging him to get involved with West Point, and next in the fall of this year, he will be one of the students that we are going to recommend for the West Point actually. And of course, all of these young people are very focused. They're doing an outstanding good job. And we probably would have had more if it were not for getting ready for a basketball game. So that's going to be big. So I don't want to talk too much about that because I'll start going into another direction. We need money from the board. So anything you all could do to help us to make sure that we keep programs going without wavering from, well, we don't want to because we don't have the money, or we can't because we don't have the money. We really don't need to hear that. We just need to generate the funds to do the things that we need to do. And I'll be honest with you, we are extremely prudent with funds that we get. So whatever we get, we'll be thankful. I know that a wonderful lady is here today, and I know she hears me. So let the joy begin. All right, that's all I have. Anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you'll find in our materials an Arts and Humanities report. It's just a written report on the activities in the district. So you can refer to that and catch up on everything that's been going on and will be going on. Next on the agenda is the celebrations of excellence. Dr. Rupp.
Good evening. On behalf of Tarver, what we've done is we've decided to showcase our students who scored distinguished in all content areas. We're going to start with last year's fourth graders, who are our current fifth graders. If they're here, I'd have them come forward and receive a certificate encased in a nice Danville folder that they can use to organize their homework or whatever. Hazel Arnold. Brianna Crabtree. Luke Gaffney. Holly Helmers. Bill Johnson. Brady Morris. And our last one was Ash Oaks. Next we have our last year's third graders and this year's fourth graders. Emma Bosley, Brianna Brown, Madison Craig, Hank Helmers, Sam Matherly, Ramona Pierce, Mia Stiverts, Chloe Streisand, Desiree Tandy, and Nate Welsh.
Matthew, would you like to come around for a little closer.
be Ava Carpenter. Ava has completed the most units in Dreambox. Dreambox is a mathematics program that we use every day, and our students have an opportunity to go to the lab for 30 minutes every day. The important thing about this is Ava is a kindergarten student, and she has outperformed some of our much older students, so I think she's at a genetic advantage, though, given that both of her parents are math teachers. She might have a slight advantage. Nonetheless, we are very proud of you, Ava. Congratulations. I would also like to recognize Brooklyn Brown and Gage Snowden. Both of these students are second graders, and they have completed all levels of lexicon, not just in second grade, third grade, fourth grade. They have whizzed through it all. So again, being some of our younger students, they are outperforming some of our older students, and I wish your good habits would rub it off on some of your older peers. Congratulations to you all, and thank you for your hard work.
Good evening. The students at Hogsett that are going to be recognized are students that received distinguished in all of their tested areas on last year's K-Prep. So we have a few students that aren't here tonight, but I still want to call their name and recognize them. Zachary Scott, Samari Woods, and then we do have, these students are here with us tonight. Mr. Darius Grant, Miss Abigail Anderson, and I believe Mr. Lee Sturgeon is here. So we're so very proud of their hard work, and thank you so much, Board, for recognizing their work.
Thank you, everyone.
Could y'all hold on for just 1 minute? We have one more recognition. It's a good one, too.
That's right. I mentioned in my opening announcements, Paul Morris was inducted in our Kentucky High School Baseball Coaches Hall of Fame. And Ms. Morris would like to say as we recognize you as well. Come get a picture, why not?
Thank you, Mom.
All right, thanks everyone for coming tonight. We'll take a short break, and then we'll pick back up with the business of the meeting. Anybody wants to stay?